What if the secret to breathing easier, sleeping deeper, and waking up energized wasn't in vitamins or supplements, but in the way you clean your home? For millions of older Americans, the real battle for health isn't in the doctor's office, it's in the air around them. Dust mites hiding in curtains, pollen on windowsills, pet dander caught in corners you can't quite reach anymore. Recent research from 2025 shows a quiet revolution. Over 68% of Americans over 60 now use adaptive or smart cleaning gadgets, not just to tidy up, but to fight allergens that cause fatigue, breathing trouble, and brain fog. This isn't just cleaning. It's aging smarter. Because when the air gets lighter, so does life. In today's video, you'll discover 11 powerful tools helping solo seniors breathe freely, rest fully, and live confidently again, without needing help. If you believe independence begins with a healthy home, tap that like button, because what's coming next might just change how you breathe tonight. Meet Dorothea Winslow, the 72-year-old who breathed her confidence back. Dorothea Winslow, 72, from the calm, leafy edges of Asheville, North Carolina, spent most of her life surrounded by books and quiet. A retired librarian with gentle silver curls, thin reading glasses that rest at the edge of her nose, and a soft floral housecoat that carries the faint scent of lavender. Her days once began with tea and poetry, but over the years, something invisible began stealing her peace. A scratchy throat in the morning, watery eyes, and a weariness that made her world feel smaller. After her husband's passing, Dorothea lived alone in the same cottage they once filled with laughter. But what she didn't realize was that her home had slowly turned against her. Dust layered the unseen corners. Pollen snuck in through open windows. Her cat, Whiskers, left traces of dander she could no longer keep up with. Every morning brought sneezing fits. Every night, restless sleep. Her doctor told her something surprising. Her health wasn't the issue. Her air was. Her sanctuary had become her struggle. But Dorothea wasn't one to surrender to age or circumstance. One evening, while scrolling on her tablet, she stumbled upon a video about adaptive cleaning tools for seniors. What started as curiosity turned into transformation. Within weeks, her air cleared, her energy returned, and for the first time in years, she woke up feeling new. When I realized I didn't need help, just the right help, my life got lighter overnight. Her story isn't just about cleaning. It's about breathing independence back into every moment, proving that even in your 70s, you can reinvent your comfort, one smart choice at a time. Gadget number 1. The cordless HEPA Smart Vacuum. Dorothea's journey toward breathing freely again began with something surprisingly simple, her new cordless HEPA Smart Vacuum. It stands upright on its own, light enough for her to move with one hand, and glides across her floors like a quiet companion. No tangled cords, no back strain, just a gentle hum that fills her mornings with rhythm and calm. She uses it every other day, moving slowly but confidently from her bedroom to her kitchen, the soft whirring sound echoing through her cottage like the return of control. The difference was almost instant. Within days, she noticed her breathing felt lighter, the morning coughing faded, and the air, once dusty and heavy, now felt crisp, like spring again. This isn't your typical vacuum, it's a silent protector. Built with advanced HEPA filtration, it captures 99.97% of microscopic particles, from dust mites to pet dander and even pollen. It's one of the most effective defenses for seniors dealing with asthma, COPD, or persistent seasonal allergies. Occupational therapists now recommend these smart vacuums for older adults because they require no bending, no dragging, and minimal wrist movement. A design born from compassion and innovation. For Dorothea, it wasn't just a gadget. It was freedom disguised as technology. It doesn't just clean my floors, she says softly, it cleans the air I live in. When was the last time your home felt fresh after cleaning? Share your secret in the comments, or the gadget that changed your air. Gadget number 2. The robotic dust mapping cleaner. While Dorothea once struggled with the constant battle of dust bunnies under furniture, she now smiles as a small, disc-shaped robotic dust mapping cleaner hums quietly beneath her favorite armchair. It doesn't just roam aimlessly, it learns. Using adaptive AI sensors, it scans her living room, detects where dust tends to gather most, and automatically prioritizes those areas. Corners behind the couch, under the bed, along the baseboards. Places Dorothea once avoided because bending or lifting made her dizzy. Now, she sips chamomile tea and reads her morning paper as her tiny butler glides across the floor, persistent, polite, and perfectly precise. Each time, the device sends a soft notification to her phone, showing a digital heat map of where it found the most buildup. Dorothea loves that it even remembers her cleaning preferences, adjusting its route to her schedule, not the other way around. This new wave of AI-powered cleaners has been quietly revolutionizing senior homes in 2025. They're no longer luxury gadgets. They're health companions, reducing airborne dust that triggers allergies, sinus pressure, and fatigue. For older adults living solo, it's not just about cleanliness. It's about energy preservation and peace of mind. Dorothea says it best. It's like having a tiny butler who never complains and never forgets a corner. Robot face, would you trust a robot to clean your home while you rest? Tell us below, or share which gadget has earned your trust. Gadget number 3, the UV sanitizing mop. Every Saturday morning, Dorothea used to fill a bucket with bleach, her kitchen filling with that sharp, chemical scent she thought meant clean. But as her breathing worsened and her eyes stung, she realized something profound. Cleanliness shouldn't come with a cost. That's when she discovered her newest ally, the UV sanitizing mop. This lightweight, cordless mop looks simple, but it's powered by ultraviolet sea light, the same hospital-grade technology used to sterilize surgical rooms. As it glides silently across her tile and hardwood floors, it doesn't just wipe away visible dirt. It kills 99% of germs, bacteria, and dust mites in seconds, without a single drop of chemical cleaner. No fumes, no residue, no back pain from wringing or scrubbing. The difference was immediate. Her sinuses cleared. Her kitchen air felt lighter. Even her sleep improved, now that invisible allergens weren't hitching a ride on her socks or slippers. Dorothea often laughs about it now. Who would have thought the secret to breathing easier wasn't a new medicine, but a mop with light beams? In 2025, more seniors are switching to UV sanitizers, not just for cleanliness, but for confidence. It's a quiet revolution in how older adults protect their independence and their lungs. Dorothea puts it beautifully. It made me realize, the cleanest home isn't the one that smells like bleach. It's the one that lets you breathe deeply. Would you try a mop that cleans with light, not chemicals? Tell us what you think. Could this replace your traditional mop? Gadget number 4, air quality tracker with voice alerts. For years, Dorothea thought her morning sneezes were just part of getting older. But one spring afternoon, as sunlight poured through her kitchen window, her new air quality tracker revealed the truth. It wasn't age, it was air. This small, sleek gadget sits quietly beside her fruit bowl, glowing softly like a nightlight. But inside, it's constantly scanning her environment with smart sensors, detecting pollen, mold spores, and invisible fine dust that can irritate lungs or trigger allergies. And the best part? It talks to her. When pollen counts rise, a calm, clear voice says, "Air quality is low. Consider turning on your purifier or opening a window." It's like having a gentle, informed companion looking out for her comfort. No tiny screens to squint at, no confusing graphs, just clear, timely advice that helps her breathe with confidence. On high pollen days, she even gets notifications to close her windows before the afternoon breeze carries allergens in. What makes this especially empowering for seniors is the awareness. Knowing what's in the air means Dorothea can act before symptoms start, not after. It turns invisible triggers into something she can manage, and that's real independence. Now, she tells her friends at church, "My home finally talks back, and it's usually right." Because in a world full of silent hazards, sometimes health begins with listening. Independence begins when you can listen to what your home is saying. If your walls could talk about your air quality, would you listen? Let us know in the comments. Could this help you breathe easier? Gadget number 5. Lightweight electrostatic duster wand. For years, Dorothea avoided cleaning the tops of her bookshelves and ceiling fans, not out of neglect, but fear. The thought of climbing a stool alone made her uneasy. One wobble could mean weeks of recovery. That changed when she discovered a simple but brilliant tool, the lightweight electrostatic duster wand. It weighs less than a coffee mug, but it's powerful enough to pull in dust like a magnet. The secret is in the electrostatic fibers. They charge up as she sweeps, attracting even the finest dust particles that ordinary cloths miss. And with its extendable handle, Dorothea can reach the highest corners of her kitchen, fan blades, and light fixtures without stretching or bending. Now, instead of risking a climb, she stands safely on the ground, swishing her duster through the air like a conductor leading a silent orchestra. In just minutes, the forgotten spaces above her cabinets and window sills are spotless. No ladders, no aching back, no fear. Dorothea laughs when she calls it her ceiling saver. But deep down, it's more than convenience, it's control. For seniors living solo, independence isn't just about doing everything themselves. It's about doing it safely and smartly. Modern electrostatic dusters have become one of the quiet revolutions in senior living. Light, effective, and empowering. They transform cleaning from a chore into a graceful motion of ease. Which part of your home do you avoid cleaning because it's hard to reach? The ceiling fan? The curtain rods? Share your answer. Someone might have the perfect fix. Gadget number 6. Compact air purifying fan. Every evening, as twilight settles over Asheville, Dorothea sits by her favorite armchair with a cup of mint tea. The soft hum of her compact air purifying fan fills the room, steady, calm, and reassuring. What looks like a simple fan is, in fact, her invisible ally against the dust and dander that used to make her nights restless. This modern marvel does two things at once. It circulates fresh air while capturing 99% of allergens through a built-in HEPA filter. No bulky purifier, no tangled cords, just a compact device quietly transforming her living room into a haven of clean air and comfort. It's a blessing for seniors who live in smaller homes or apartments, where space and serenity both matter. Dorothea says it best. It's like having a gentle breeze that also keeps me healthy. And there's a bonus she never expected. The soft white noise it produces lulls her to sleep faster than any relaxation app. The rhythmic airflow masks the city hum, replacing it with a sense of peace that feels almost therapeutic. For older adults who battle sinus issues, fatigue, or nighttime allergies, this isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. Cleaner air means better breathing, deeper rest, and clearer mornings. Modern air purifying fans are part of a growing 2025 wellness trend among US seniors who prefer effortless health upgrades that just work. Because sometimes, the biggest difference in how you feel doesn't come from a doctor's visit. It comes from what you breathe every day. Sometimes, cleaner air is just one smart switch away. Gadget number 7. Allergy-proof bedding steamer. Every Sunday morning, sunlight spills gently across Dorothea's bedroom as she rolls her allergy-proof bedding steamer from the corner. It's light, compact, and hums with quiet precision, releasing waves of pure, chemical-free steam that glide over her linens like a warm sigh. For years, her mornings began with sneezing fits and a scratchy throat she blamed on old age. But what she didn't know was that her cozy cotton sheets were harboring invisible guests, dust mites. Thousands of them. Microscopic, persistent, and thriving on warmth and moisture. Now, with her weekly steam ritual, they're gone before they can settle. The high-temperature steam doesn't just clean, it sanitizes, destroying allergens, bacteria, and mites in minutes. No sprays, no toxins, no lifting heavy laundry baskets. Just one smooth pass, and her bedroom feels lighter, fresher, almost new. Dorothea swears the difference was immediate. It felt like I changed more than my sheets. I changed my mornings. Allergy specialists now recommend steam cleaning fabrics for older adults who struggle with respiratory issues or nighttime congestion. It's a safe, sustainable way to create a healthier sleep space, and it gives seniors the power to maintain independence without constant assistance. Every time Dorothea presses that steam button, she's not just cleaning. She's reclaiming her mornings, one gentle breath at a time. A clean bed isn't just for comfort. It's the start of a cleaner life. Gadget number 8. Self-rinsing pet brush vacuum. Dorothea's orange tabby, Misty, has been her constant companion ever since she started living alone. Sweet, soft, and endlessly affectionate. But oh, the shedding. Every cushion, every curtain, even her favorite floral housecoat seemed to carry a fine layer of cat fur. And for someone already battling allergies, that meant constant sneezing and a stuffy nose that never seemed to clear. Enter the self-rinsing pet brush vacuum, a compact, whisper-quiet tool that's part brush, part miracle. As Dorothea gently runs it through Mr.'s fur, it softly vacuums loose hairs before they can drift into the air. Then, with a single press, it self-rinses and sanitizes. No clogged filters, no extra cleanup. Now, grooming time feels less like a chore and more like a shared ritual. Misty purrs under the soothing hum, and Dorothea smiles watching tufts of fur disappear into the chamber, knowing she won't wake up to floating allergens anymore. She laughs softly as she says, "It's like Misty got a spa day, and I got my allergies back under control." Experts now note that pet dander is among the top 3 triggers for senior respiratory irritation. But with tools like this, the joy of companionship doesn't have to come with discomfort. The self-rinsing vacuum brush restores the balance. Love without the sneezes, companionship without the coughing. Do you have a furry friend who might be causing hidden dust issues? Because sometimes, the path to cleaner air starts with a happy purr. Gadget number 9, Wall-Mounted Cord Organizer System. Dorothea Winslow has always valued independence, but living alone sometimes made simple household tasks unexpectedly risky. One recurring hazard? Tangled cords. Phone chargers, robotic vacuum power cords, plug-in air purifiers, and a small humidifier all seemed to gather in a jumble near her favorite reading nook. Every time she stepped over them, a tiny ripple of anxiety ran through her, a reminder that even small obstacles could be dangerous in the home of a senior living solo. Enter the wall-mounted cord organizer system, a minimalist yet revolutionary solution designed for ease and safety. With multiple slots, retractable reels, and clearly labeled hooks, Dorothea now has all cords routed neatly along the wall, off the floor, and in plain sight. She can charge her devices without fear of tripping, and she no longer wastes time untangling knots or tracking down the correct plug for her air purifier or tablet. Beyond safety, there's an unexpected emotional benefit. Seeing her home orderly, every cord perfectly aligned, gives Dorothea a subtle sense of calm she hadn't realized she'd been missing. It's the difference between a cluttered visual chaos that silently stresses her mind and a clean, intentional space that supports independence. From a senior's health perspective, experts in 2025 note that falls are the leading cause of injury among adults 65+, and tripping hazards like cords are a significant contributor. A simple organizational tool like this doesn't just prevent accidents, it preserves confidence, allowing seniors like Dorothea to navigate their homes with assurance and pride. I never thought organizing cords could feel like reclaiming a part of my independence. But now, every time I see this tidy corner, I feel safe and free to focus on the things I love. Are there spots in your home where cords or clutter feel like hidden hazards? Sometimes, the smallest fixes, like guiding every wire along a wall, make the biggest difference in a senior's life. Safety, simplicity, and serenity can coexist beautifully when the right tools are in place. Gadget number 10, Smart Window Vacuum. Dorothea Winslow has always cherished sunlight, but over the years, cleaning windows became a source of stress. The stretching, balancing on a stool, and the risk of slipping on damp floors made the chore daunting. Living alone, she couldn't ask anyone to handle these high-risk tasks, and gradually, her windows started to look dull, dimming the natural warmth in her home. Then she discovered the Smart Window Vacuum, a suction-powered cleaner designed specifically for seniors and those with limited mobility. Lightweight and ergonomically designed, it glides across glass and mirrors with precision, removing dirt, streaks, and even pollen residues without ladders or bending. Dorothea watches it move across her windows like a tiny dancer with purpose, quietly restoring light to her home while she enjoys a cup of tea nearby. The gadget isn't just about convenience, it directly impacts well-being. Experts in 2025 highlight that exposure to natural sunlight improves mood, regulates sleep patterns, and boosts vitamin D levels in adults over 60. By making it effortless to maintain clean windows, This tool helps seniors like Dorothea maximize these benefits every day. The satisfaction of seeing a sparkling view outside her window also reinforces emotional wellness, turning a previously stressful chore into a moment of calm and accomplishment. Beyond light and health, the smart vacuum embodies independence. Dorothea no longer dreads cleaning day, and she doesn't need to rely on family or hired help. She can control the device with simple buttons or remote commands, adjusting suction and speed effortlessly. This autonomy strengthens her confidence, reminding her that small innovations can profoundly affect daily life. When the sunlight streams through spotless windows, it's more than clean glass. It feels like my home is breathing again, and so am I. Are there chores in your home that feel risky or exhausting, and how could a simple tool make them effortless? The smart window vacuum proves that independence doesn't mean doing everything manually. With smart tools, seniors can reclaim their home, their safety, and their peace of mind, one sparkling window at a time. Gadget number 11, Overnight Air Detoxifier. Dorothea Winslow has spent years battling restless nights. Despite her best efforts, washing bedding, dusting shelves, and keeping her windows open, she still woke up congested, sneezing, and fatigued. Living alone, she needed a solution that worked quietly, efficiently, and autonomously while she slept, allowing her to maintain her independence and well-being without constant effort. Enter the Overnight Air Detoxifier, a compact, high-efficiency air purifier designed for seniors and smaller living spaces. With HEPA filtration, activated carbon, and smart sensors, it captures 99.97% of airborne particles, including dust, pollen, pet dander, smoke, and lingering odors. Unlike standard purifiers, this device adjusts its airflow automatically based on real-time air quality readings, ensuring Dorothea breathes the cleanest air possible every night without manual intervention. The impact on her health was immediate. She noticed mornings without sneezing fits, congestion, or the usual fatigue that had become her norm. Studies from 2025 confirm that reducing nighttime exposure to allergens can improve sleep quality, reduce inflammation, and even boost cognitive function in adults over 60. For Dorothea, this meant waking up energized, able to enjoy her morning tea, read, or start her day with light exercise, all activities that had become harder when she struggled with allergies. Emotionally, the air detoxifier brought her peace of mind. Knowing that her home was actively caring for her while she rested transformed her relationship with her living space. She no longer viewed her apartment as a source of hidden stress. Instead, it became a partner in her health, silently supporting her independence. The gentle hum of the device also doubles as soothing white noise, helping Dorothea fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer, reinforcing both physical and emotional well-being. It felt like my home started taking care of me. I didn't just breathe easier, I felt lighter, freer, and more in control of my life than I have in years. When was the last time you woke up feeling truly rested, fully supported by your environment? The Overnight Air Detoxifier proves that independence isn't just about doing tasks yourself. It's about having smart, supportive tools that amplify your ability to live fully, breathe deeply, and wake up ready to enjoy every day. For seniors managing allergies, respiratory sensitivities, or sleep disruptions, this gadget isn't a luxury. It's a transformative ally in maintaining health, comfort, and confidence at home. Dorothea Winslow now moves through her sunlit cottage with ease. The scent of lemon polish and fresh air greets her at every turn. Mornings no longer start with congestion or the dread of dusting and scrubbing. Instead, they begin with the gentle hum of her smart cleaning gadgets already at work. Each tool, from her cordless HEPA vacuum to the Overnight Air Detoxifier, quietly supports her, letting her reclaim the energy, peace, and joy that had been eroded by allergens and household strain. These gadgets didn't just clean my home. They gave me back my mornings, my laughter, my breath. Dorothea reflects, a soft smile playing across her face as she sips her morning tea and watches sunlight glint off perfectly clear windows. Emotionally, the transformation goes beyond tidiness. Dorothea feels empowered, independent, and fully capable of living life on her terms. She no longer associates her home with effort and frustration. Instead, it feels like a sanctuary, a place where tools and technology work with her, not against her. Each day becomes an opportunity to enjoy hobbies, connect with friends and family virtually or in person, and embrace the small pleasures that make life meaningful. Because independence doesn't mean doing everything alone. It means making your world light enough to live freely. If Dorothea's story inspired you, hit like, share this with someone who deserves easier days, and subscribe to Elderly Dose, where wisdom meets comfort and aging becomes effortless. Every story here reminds us that small tools, smart choices, and a little tech can make independence not just possible, but joyful.